Good morning everyone. I am Vivek Ranjan Sahu of Standard 10. Today I am going to speak against the motion on the topic India has lived up to the expectations of its freedom fighters. Freedom fighters are the reason that we live in a free country. Their stories are embedded in our collective consciousness. Even today, 74 years after they won us our independence, India's freedom fighters never failed to make us feel good about ourselves. Today's independent India was the aim of every freedom fighter. But some of us are not content to live with the sepia memories of the unadorned, unfussy men and women who changed our history. Some of us believe the fight for freedom isn't over yet. The Britishers may have gone, but today's freedom fighters wage a war that is in some ways tougher than the war that was fought back then. Freedom doesn't mean having rights to freely live in a country, but it includes social, cultural, political, economical, and personal freedom also. In today's India, the discourse of nationhood and nationalism are premised on developing hatred against the enemies of India, promoting cultural homogeneity, discriminating the rich and poor, educated and illiterate, etc. There are some people who bribe and cheat their own country. On the other hand, some people do not use their freedom wisely. We have the freedom to destruct ourselves, drink ourselves to death, drive recklessly, or commit other crimes with the loose reins that we have. But this populist, narrow and parochial view of nationalism was not the one that our freedom fighters fought for. Although we live in an independent nation, still people struggle for freedom from prejudice, freedom from hunger, freedom from abuse, freedom to study, etc. In a society, the freedom for an individual lived to the unfreedom of another. So, how can we call such a country an independent nation? And it is quite true that we are the cause for such devastating problems. India's freedom struggle and constitutionalism exemplify inclusive and constitutional nationalism as civic nationalism as against ethnic and belligerent nationalism that feeds on hatred and superiority of religious majority. It is worthwhile to recall what Gandhiji had said. It is not nationalism that is evil. It is narrowness, selfishness and exclusiveness which is the ban of modern nations which is evil. Therefore, all of us need to repledge our commitment to civic nationalism and reclaim the space lost to ethnic nationalists. Else, this beautiful and inclusive idea of India, for which our freedom fighters had fought for, may be lost forever. Thank you. Jai Hind.